Welcome one, welcome all. Solar here. I hope you guys are doing well today and that your week is off to a beautiful start. I want to say thank you to those of you who are my patrons over on Substack, and those of you who showed up for yesterday, showed up and showed out for yesterday's monthly group Q&A. It's always so wonderful to be able to meet up with the faces that are reading my work, connecting with my work, and those of you who my work is actually speaking to and helping. It's always a treat to meet with you guys, whether through the monthly Substack group Q&As that are part of my subscription membership over there, or whether through my other group events during the week. So yes, I am back to share with you another one of my articles from Substack audibly. This is Sunrise Salutation number 79, written on Monday, July 29th, and published on Monday, July 29th. For more content like this on a daily basis, please consider joining us over on Substack. I write these articles every single day, and I also do the audio component over there too. So if you're not so into reading, you can also hear what it is I have to say about these energies. And right now I have a 33% discount off of annual subscription, and it gets locked in for good up until September 22nd, and 33% off monthly subscriptions, which gets locked in for the next year at that price. So please avail yourself of that opportunity. You get these daily writings and audio messages, a weekly word for your week, a look at the energies for the week ahead every week, as well as a lot of other articles where I speak about alchemizing, healing and alchemizing, and how to work with the energy field, etc., as well as, introducing other artists and poets, and I share some of my poetry, and it's really flourishing into a beautiful, creative, and healing space. So I invite you to partake. Okay, so the title for today's Sunrise Salutation is Getting Back Your Life Force and Solar Power this Leo season. So let's get into it. There are activations streaming through the sun presently that are here to bring back remembrance of your healing alchemy. We all are healers intrinsically. It is not a title, qualification, or mantle given to some and not others. Some beings are able to take that healing alchemy and use it to help others tap into their own, while some don't always share in the expansiveness of that particular calling or expression of their gift. However, we are all healers. To be able to heal oneself or help another to heal is simply to lead or be led back to a higher state of wholeness. It is not the mystical mumbo-jumbo that many try to assert upon themselves and others to appear and feel superior in their knowledge or giftings. Yeshua came to show us the magic of our own healing alchemy and said that we would do even greater things than he did when he walked upon this planet. The programming of the false matrix wanted us perpetually looking outside of ourselves for help and healing. And while there is nothing wrong with seeking external guidance, wisdom, or expertise, we must never forget that nobody knows who we are and what our lived experience is better than we do. There will be ideas flowing in now for how you can break through personal barriers and obstacles to your wholeness on all planes, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically. Take heed of this information. Don't scoff at it in its simplicity or be repelled by it in the way it breaks conventional thinking. Every year as the sun enters Leo, the earth goes through its own solar return, where we are replenished and restored, given the light codes and information we need for the year ahead in order to rise higher into wholeness and true North Node living. We call it the start of the galactic new year, and the gifts we receive in celebration come through the 8-8 portal. The guidance, gifts, and codes coming through are here to help you be ready for the next 12 months, so don't take the information coming through right now lightly. This is also why the Leo energy charges us to be courageous and follow the truth that resides within our hearts. When we do this, we are drinking in the power of those codes, activations, and gifts that get rained down upon us through the Sirius portal every year this time. Your solar plexus is getting activated and replenished through the constellations of Leo and Virgo. The proper receiving of these activations enables you to rise higher in alignment with your truth and to apply your personal will to your visions and creations without leaking your energy and investing it wrongfully towards that which is designed to take from and deplete you. The main block to receiving is always shame. The solar plexus houses the internalization of all the emotional experiences that have ever made a mark upon our existence, whether or not we are consciously aware or even remember. The lower resonances of our emotional histories archive all those words, situations, and experiences that left us feeling less than, invalidated, not enough, and unworthy. Every time we seek to rise higher in our truth and purpose, those are the emotional stories that we must face head on and take back our truth from, or succumb once more under the pain and veil of the heaviness and deception. Every year, as the sun enters into Leo, we have the ability and cosmic energy to better alchemize these wounds that have become stumbling blocks to our own greatness. These wounds are often seeded or activated in childhood through the relationships we have with our parental figures, siblings, and nuclear family structures. These are the moments our dreams were dashed, our thoughts and ideas were squashed, and we were made to feel as though our creative input was somehow worthless on this plane. The degree to which we internalize these rebuttals and rejections as truth is the degree to which we harbor these blocks in our own hearts. The degree to which we are often more sensitive to these kinds of assaults will often match how open and pure our hearts were to begin with. It is always the children who are the most sensitive and open who are more easily damaged by these casual dismissals of their expression in family, community, cultural, and social structures. It can sometimes take just one sentence from an adult that they admire or look up to for a child to be set down a path of self-annihilation. This is exactly why it is stated in Scripture that the power of life and death lies in the tongue. These assaults upon the pure-hearted and innocent are an act of soul murder that drains their light, hope, and joy, thus diminishing the resources they need to be themselves, grow up proudly, and be great in the world. However, we were never left without solutions for every problem we miscreate in our ignorance, pain, foolishness, or self-deception. Not only are there solutions for our personal aberrations, but for our collective ones too. And so what was taken away with every blow upon our confidence and the killing of our souls has a chance to be replenished every year through our own individual solar returns and the moving of the sun into Leo, its domicile. So be aware of the information streaming through right now to help you. It is soul saving. It is life nourishing. It is joy replenishing. It is here to put you back on your rightful path in true peace with self. Wishing you a radiant day. To join me for a live card pull and personal guidance, please make sure to check out my weekly group check-in session, which is happening this week on Wednesday, July the 31st at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. UK time. There are tickets that are available. If you would like to join us then, I am also hosting a small group Tarotstrology session on Thursday, August the 1st at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. UK time, called The Story of Your Sun and Moon, Contracts, Wounds, and Resurrection. And in that session, it's a small group only reserved for 7 people, where I will dive individually into your birth charts, into your sun and moon placement specifically, to share with you the story of the contracts that brought you here, very specifically how the contracts between you and your father and his line, the contracts between you and your mother and her line, as well as your contracts with the false matrix that kept you in these perpetual wounding cycles, and more importantly, the beauty and the power of how those signs also speak about your resurrection, your rising out of, your liberation, your breaking out of these karmic cycles and rising into North Node living. So if you'd be interested, if you think that's something that's going to help you on your journey, then I will also put the link for both events in the description box below and the comment section. And I look very forward to seeing some familiar faces and meeting some new ones. For access to all of my articles and installments in full, please make sure to check me out on Substack at dailyalchemy.substack.com. For all of you who choose to become monthly or annual patrons, you will have continual access to these articles as they are published, as well as to the full archive of all my articles, decrees, as well as my works of nonfiction and poetry. Every month, my patrons also get the opportunity to connect with me in a group Q&A via video link. So if you feel that that would be helpful on your healing and ascension journey, please make sure to check me out on dailyalchemy.substack.com. Wishing you guys all a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day.